Today, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of one of the most revered figures in history, the King Solomon. Known as the richest and wisest man according to the Bible, Solomon's insights have been passed down through the ages, offering guidance and inspiration for generations. Crowned King of Israel at just 12 years old, Solomon's request to God for wisdom over wealth or power set the stage for a reign that would be marked by unparalleled prosperity and profound understanding. His teachings, recorded in the Bible's book of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, continue to resonate with us today, offering valuable lessons for anyone seeking to live a life of purpose and success. In this video, we're going to explore 10 of the most important lessons from King Solomon's wisdom, lessons that can help us navigate the complexities of life and achieve true prosperity. These principles are not just ancient words of advice, they are practical, actionable insights that can transform your mindset and your life. Whether you're seeking guidance in your personal life, your career, or your spiritual journey, Solomon's teachings offer a roadmap to wisdom, integrity, and success. We'll start by looking at the importance of choosing your companions wisely and how walking with the wise can lead you to wisdom, while associating with fools can bring harm. We'll also delve into the significance of acquiring wisdom and understanding, not just for material success, but for building a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. Solomon's wisdom goes beyond mere wealth. It's about cultivating a heart and mind that are aligned with truth, integrity, and the pursuit of righteousness. As we journey through these lessons, you'll discover how Solomon's advice on discipline, prudence, and diligence can apply to our modern lives. From learning the value of hard work to understanding the power of our thoughts, these timeless teachings provide a solid foundation for anyone looking to lead a prosperous and impactful life. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper appreciation for the wisdom that has made Solomon a legendary figure and a clearer understanding of how to apply these principles to your own life. So if you're ready to unlock the secrets of one of history's greatest minds and apply his timeless wisdom to your everyday life, stay with us. Let's dive into the 10 most important lessons from King Solomon that can help you live a life of wisdom, wealth, and true fulfillment. Before we begin, I need you to make a commitment to yourself. To do this, type a simple declaration, but powerful, N, in the comments right now, saying, "I am in control of my mind." I would love to give your comment a little heart as recognition for your effort. Are you ready? King Solomon was known as the richest and wisest man according to the Bible. He was the second son of King David and Bathsheba. At just 12 years old, he was crowned King of Israel. According to the Old Testament, God appeared to Solomon and offered to give him anything he desired. In response, Solomon prayed and asked, "Lord my God, I am very young and do not know how to govern. Therefore, give me wisdom to lead my people." God replied, "Because you have asked for wisdom and not for long life or riches, I will give you more wisdom than anyone who has ever lived. And in addition, I will grant you riches and glory. But remember your request and remain obedient." Years later, God fulfilled his promise, making Solomon the richest, wisest, and most victorious man of all time. Thanks to his wisdom, Solomon left one of the greatest legacies of wisdom recorded in history. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it. Also acquire wisdom, discipline, and good judgment. Proverbs 23:22. Much of the book of Proverbs is attributed to Solomon, and he is widely recognized as the author of Ecclesiastes. Solomon's wisdom transcends time. His advice was written centuries ago, yet it remains relevant today. Here are the 10 most important lessons of wisdom from King Solomon. Remember, we are Cosmo Millionaire, and I invite you to subscribe. Lesson 1. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 13:20. Solomon advised young people to always walk in the path of righteousness and avoid the path of evil. In his teachings he says, "My son, pay attention and be wise. Keep your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for they are on the path to poverty, and drowsiness clothes them in rags." Proverbs 23:19. Wisdom lesson number 2. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Proverbs 22:24. Solomon was blessed by God and often said that God was his partner, which is why his reign was the most prosperous and peaceful in the history of ancient Israel. His teachings also say, "Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out." Wisdom lesson number 3. Wisdom is supreme. Acquire wisdom, and whatever else you acquire understanding. Proverbs 4:7. Solomon's teachings tell us that to build lasting and constant happiness, it is necessary to develop a grateful heart, uproot seeds of greed and envy, and always live with wisdom. Remember, by wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Proverbs 24:3-4. Wisdom lesson number 4. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. What God gives use is a valuable lesson for the heart. If deep down in your heart you feel poor, you will always be poor. If your heart harbors fear, you will live in fear. On the other hand, if your heart is filled with wealth, you will have wealth. If there is love, freedom, kindness, you will have all those things. Kings think like kings. The rich think like the rich, and the poor think like the poor. Wisdom lesson number 5. Do not rebuke mockers, or they will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and they will love you. Proverbs 9:8. Solomon advises us to be very mindful of people who spread gossip and rumors. He teaches that we should distance ourselves from such individuals and be cautious. In other passages, he mentions that just as a gossip brings you tales of others, they also carry your tales to others. For this reason, Solomon advises prudence in everything you hear and say, as well as in what you do and think. Remember, the words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. Proverbs 18:8. Wisdom lesson number 6. My son, keep your father's command, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them always on your heart. Proverbs 6:20-22. Unfortunately, Solomon did not always follow Jehovah's wisdom. For example, although God had forbidden kings to have many wives, Solomon married hundreds of women, many of whom worshipped false gods. This eventually led him away from God and convinced him to follow other teachings. As a result, God told him that his family would lose much of the kingdom, but because of the promise he had made to David, Solomon's father, he would not lose everything. Indeed, despite Solomon's betrayal, Jehovah remained faithful to his covenant with David. Remember, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Proverbs 21:5. Wisdom lesson number 7. Surely you need guidance to wage war, and victory is won through many advisors. Proverbs 24:6. Thanks to his wisdom, Solomon became very famous. On one occasion, 2 women came to him, both claiming to be the mother of a baby. Solomon ordered the child to be cut in half. The first woman agreed, but the second immediately begged for the child to be given to the other woman. This revealed to Solomon that the second woman was the true mother. When the rest of the nation heard what had happened, they recognized that Solomon possessed the wisdom of God. This is why you should remember that the wise prevail through great power, and those who have knowledge muster their strength. Proverbs 24:5. Wisdom lesson number 8. He who gathers crops in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. Proverbs 10:5. Sometimes people suffer from a lack of money or seek enlightened advice. However, Solomon warns against reckless spending, which leads to shameful poverty. It is said that John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men in history, was raised by his mother with biblical teachings, specifically the Proverbs of King Solomon. Rockefeller's mother reminded him of the importance of saving and was inspired by the proverb that asks, "Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will serve before kings. He will not serve before officials of low rank." Proverbs 22:29. Wisdom lesson number 9. Solomon encourages us to work wisely and learn from the example of ants. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Proverbs 6:6-8. Wisdom lesson number 10. Solomon invites us to take action at all times. He encourages us to work hard and build our path based on prosperity. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief and scarcity like an armed man. Proverbs 6:9-10. If you like the video, please share it. Someone out there might need it. If you've made it this far, let me know in the comments by typing, "I made it to the end." As a sign of gratitude, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and comment until the end down below, so I know you are part of this special group of persistent people. I would love to give your comment a little heart as recognition for your effort. See you in the next video. Thanks for your time, and remember, we are Money Skill.